And I don't know if I'm still bipolar, but I'm taking 1/5 of what I used to take.
Tell me what is you're taking?
Vodka.
I'm taking Seroquel and lithium.
You are taking lithium, because I had asked earlier and you said you weren't taking lithium.
No, he hadn't taken it at the time that he got the number 7286, which if you add up all four digits is 23. And I do recall that you said something important about the number 23.
Well, what 23 does is it brings you to a final number of 99. And how it does that is we're working in many different worlds, wherever you want to go. In a 99, 88, 77, 66, every world will have 7x7 squares, 6x6 squares, and in every world I can do something else.
So how does 23 become 99?
When you say different wait. But I don't want to focus on the numbers because it's just too confusing. But
I'm confused by the math.
Well, when you, I get where you're coming from. Maybe you could transfer on Facebook and have a conversation about the numbers. But I want to know about the different worlds. That sounds way more interesting to me. So are you actually shifting planes? Are you shifting through different dimensions? When you say different worlds, what does that mean?
No, I'm trying to get everything right from my heart out to this world, to our moon, to the planets, to the sun, and in between all of that, whatever comes with it, the deck of cards that comes with it, the games, all games people play, football, all sports people play, it's all in Rubik's Cube. It's all in Rubik's Cube. It's all the face of Rubik's Cube.
Let's go to the phones, Mr. TACPANS. We've got Mike on the line in Texas. I believe he has a question for you. Mike, go ahead. You're on with Mr. TACPANS.
Mr. TACPANS, I want to know what's at the center of the earth. Is it hollow?
I believe so. I believe inside the center of the earth, it's just like Lord of the Rings. It's hollow, and they're pumping up Niagara Falls right up back to the top of the surface. I think.
All right.
You've heard it here first, Mike in Texas. I thank you for the call tonight. Appreciate hearing from you.
I like to think that the Earth is filled with a giant Tootsie Pop.
Thank you, Daryl. For myself, everything has to do, don't forget, whatever I talk about is only what I think I know. It doesn't mean everybody else has to know it. It doesn't mean it has to be true. It's only what's in my mind.
Stand by, Mr. TACPANS. I know you can stick with us, right?
Right.
Hang on. More with Mr. TACPANS here in moments. He's live. You're in Montreal, correct?
I'm north of Montreal.
No, he's live in Quebec. More on the way. This is Free Talk Live. You can also ask him a question at 855-450-FREE. So right now, if you've got a question for Mr. TACPANS, he is a YouTube blogger, a video blogger, as they are called, and let's just say he, until tonight, has been relatively obscure. He was undiscovered, it seemed, on YouTube, and then our guy, Boner Joe, who's frequently a Free Talk Live BBS participant and longtime listener of the show, early mover for the Free State Project, discovered Mr. TACPANS while we were doing I guess what could best be called a group Facebooking the other night, which was interesting in itself. But we just literally stumbled across his videos. It was one of those, related videos or a search video of some sort, and came across him. And Mr. TACPANS, he actually, what caught his attention was your mustache. That's what caught his attention. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, my mustache? Yeah, my son wants me to cut it off tomorrow.
How old is your son?
21 next week.
Oh, wow. And where is he at? Is he around where you are, or is he moved out?
Yeah, he's around where I am. We live out of the city. We live about 10 minutes from each other.
Now, so you Go ahead.
No, I couldn't move too far from him because I already have my life. My life is good the way it is. It's for him. If he needs something, I want to be there. I was there before, but I have more time now, and I just want to be there. Whenever the phone comes, just pick it up. No questions. I pick you up, take you wherever you want to go. I don't want to know. It's his business. It's his life.
It's a good thing, Mr. TACPANS. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm glad you're taking the time to answer our questions and kind of humor us here, because obviously, it seems like you're onto something that is pretty hard to grasp, and maybe somebody who's, only had the experiences that you've had, seeing, some sort of an apparition out while you were just out enjoying a joint one day, you had some kind of a visual hallucination. Nobody else saw what you saw, right?
No. I took, you know what? When I got out of the hospital and went home, I decided I'm going to play with the number. So I took away the number of the year it was, and I ended up to the year 5281, which is which is everything, because 52 is the 52 weeks of the year. The 52 plus 2 cards that are jokers, plus the other card that's in the deck, plus the shoe. Anyways, I won't get into that.
The shoe?
It came out the 5281. 81 is 9 by 9. That's the worlds we live in right now. It's 9 by 9.
Tell me more. It's so easy to get lost in all the numbers. Tell me more about the vision. I mean, when you first saw this vision, what did it appear to be? I mean, what were you seeing? You saw a lady, right? Some sort of female?
Right. I saw I remember exactly where it was. It was towards the north, and the angle was a little bit over. I don't know about the level of the angle. It was 45 degrees above the angle.
Mm-hmm. And what was it that you? What was it that you saw there?
I saw a lady all dressed up with a robe around her and nice hair. It was almost like looking at that lady from Columbia Pictures.
Oh, really?
It was the same thing. It was crazy. I called my mother. I told her I was. That's it. I think I'm going. I just come pick me up and take me in.
Take you to the crazy ward. Now, I mean, some people, I'm sure, have accused you of this. What do you say to people that say, Mr. TACPANS, you are crazy?
Well, that's your point of view. What am I? I told you I'm not here to change anybody.
Right.
Everybody has their own point of view. And when I get on my videos, all I tell them is this is a show. What you're coming in to see might be different. It's like Hollywood. You come into it, you can put it on pause, you can wait, you don't have to watch it. You can write me a nice letter, or you can waste your time and write me something evil, but you're only going to be losing your time.
But this isn't something, like, you get it. Like you said, you don't care if other people come on board with these ideas, but they make sense to you. And they must be crystal clear to you, because you seem to have a real understanding of what it is you're saying, even though I think the rest of us are pretty much left in the dark.
Well, you want me to show you something that's clear and easy?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the face of the telephone. Very easy. We're going to count all 9 numbers 3 by 3. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The 6th letter in the alphabet is F.
All right.
4 plus 5 plus 6, which in letters say Fed or Federation. 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 15.
Yep.
The letter O. The letter O, don't forget that letter O, number 15, because that's the value of O now. The total of that plus 5 is 6. When you add the next row, 7, 8, 9, 7 plus 8 plus 9, it equals to 24. That's an X. The 2 and 4 equals 6. You have 666. And it says Fox 45, and it's all about the 45-degree angle that's on Rubik's Cube.
But what is the fox? I mean, what is the significance of the fox?
Well, now when I draw, when I do certain drawings now, I can take number 7 inside a square, or the V, whichever one, and I can draw 6 different foxes crossing over each other that seem to match inside the worlds of other people on Facebook that are doing chakras, etc.
They're doing what? You cut out a little bit there.
It's chakras. I don't know exactly.
Chakras.
You know,
energy zones or chakras in the body. Yep. I follow that.
Right, and I cracked that code. I cracked that code by the.
Are you a religious man? I mean, you bring up the 666 a lot. Are you a religious man?
I only listen to what I have to do, and what I have to do, if it's not right, then I'm not going to listen to it. I'm religious, but I still go to shul once a year. I go to my shul.
What's that?
Shul. What is that? A shul? It's a synagogue. It's like a church. I go there for every year for the New Year for the Hebrews.
Okay.
And you know what's funny about that? I mean, I'm all over the place anyways, but which way? You want me to finish with the face of the phone or this? The name of the show is called David. Okay? And apparently they were supposed to rebuild in Israel the Shul of David. Well, it just so happens we have the Shul of David and we've rebuilt it this year. In Israel, they have the Jordan River. Well, down the street from our shul is the Jordan River. In Israel, they have Mount Sinai. Like 20 kilometers from me is Mount Sinai. So where is the Middle East?
In Canada.
You know what, Mr. TACPANS, I had a question for you about your videos. I mean, having scrolled through a number of them, I've only had a chance to sample a few. But a lot of them are very long, but some of them you actually have face paint on, and I've never heard the significance of that. What is it that the face paint is all about? Because most videos you don't have face paint on, but in some, you've really done it up.
I just, you know what? What I feel. It's what I feel. When I'm in it, if I feel that's where I have to be, most of the time, if I ever put paint on, it's all for the Indians.
Now, you've got a lot of art on the walls behind you. Was that all your creation?
Yes, everything. After. I only started this after I became sick.
Do you consider yourself sick today?
What is sick? You know what? I don't feel proper still because of the medications, and it's 8 years. I get nervous more for absolutely no reason at all. I'm very comfortable with you, and I'm nervous. So do I say I'm sick? Personally, no. But being alone where I am, when you don't have anything that's a little bit on the outside and you're in the middle of nowhere, well, I call that a little sick situation. I'm not sick, but my situation is a little sick because I'm an outcast now because of what I do. If I go with my friends, first of all, there is no going out. I do only this. This and my work and my son and my grandmother. That's it. That's all I do.
How are your friends? I mean, you mentioned going out with your friends, but then you said you don't do that. I mean, do you have friends? How do they treat you?
Well, you know what? All my friends treat me fantastic. They'll come. One of them is my best friend. He'll look at some of my videos, but he doesn't want to know anything. So I don't talk to him about it. I just say straight and forget about everything.
Let me remind our listeners who we're talking to here. This is Mr. TACPANS. He has a blog. It is Mr. TACPANS, MRTACPANS.blogspot.com. It's where you can see his latest video, A Book to Free the Myth of Zasareth Upon the Wings of Pegasus. But before I ask you more about that, Mr. TACPANS, we have a question from Samantha Lee Wanzo on Facebook. She says, what are your goals for the upcoming year, 2013?
Wow. They're absolutely the same as today. I want to try to better what I have so I can explain it to the people. Eventually, maybe people will understand it, not in the manner to change them, because one of my primary things in this at the end is that we all become friends. That's my goal all the way, is that we all become friends and we stop picking on these stupid little things, and that's the only thing we can do. But we have a bigger problem in front of us other than that.
A bigger problem. I want to hear more about that. Hang on, Mr. TACPANS. We're going to bring you back here in a moment. 855-450-FREE is the SACL CAI toll-free line. If you have a question for Mr. TACPANS, he's here now for you. You can take control. It's Free Talk Live. Though, if you have a question for Mr. TACPANS, he is with us. YouTube video blogger from MrTACPANS.blogspot.com. That's MRTACPANS.blogspot.com. He's here to answer your questions about, well, pretty much anything, because Mr. TACPANS has a unique perspective that is not really offered anywhere else on the internet, and it's a shame that more people haven't seen his videos. When we went there over the weekend, we literally just stumbled across his YouTube channel. You know, the average video had maybe 5 to 10 views, and there were a few of them that had around, 70 or 100 views. There was one that had about 1,500, but that was the peak, and he's had almost 1,500 videos posted to his channel, so there's certainly no lack for content at the Mr. TACPANS YouTube channel. But he's here now because it's impossible to actually watch it all. Like, there's so much there. If you go to the Mr. TACPANS YouTube channel, a lot of these videos are 50 minutes, an hour and a half long. So it's impossible to consume it all, and you will go a little bit nuts trying to figure out what it is that he's saying.
Yes.
Because he's in a special place. And I have to say, Mr. TACPANS, I appreciate you taking the time to share your perspective with us. As you've said, you're not here to convince anybody of where you're coming from, but to just simply express what it is you're experiencing, right?
Absolutely. What I was always hoping for is I only have two hands, and I only can do 2 or 3 things at once while I write or type and do a video at the same time. And I can't absolutely put it all down. So I figure if one day I can explain certain things properly, people can jump online and take part in it. This is not for me. This is for everybody and anybody. Whatever gets in there, I don't care if my name's at